long is a statutory off-road notification SORN valid?
Until the vehicle is taxed, sold or scrapped.
Until the vehicle is insured and MOT'd.
Until the vehicle is repaired or modified. Until the vehicle is used on the road.
What must you check before you drive someone else's vehicle?
That the vehicle owner has third-party insurance cover. That your own vehicle has insurance cover. That the vehicle is insured for your use. That the insurance documents are in the vehicle.
When must you contact the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA?
When you get a parking ticket. When you change your vehicle. When you use your vehicle for work. When your vehicle's insurance is due.
What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver?
They must display green L plates. They must have a new photograph taken for their full license.
They must be accompanied on their first motorway journey.
They must have valid motor insurance.
Northern Ireland exempt.
When could the cost of your insurance be reduced?
When you're under 25 years old. When you don't wear glasses. When you pass the driving test first time. When you complete the Pass Plus scheme.
Your car needs to pass an MOT test.
What may be invalidated if you drive the car without a current MOT certificate? The vehicle service record. The vehicle insurance. The vehicle tax. The vehicle registration document.
In order to supervise a learner driver, you need to have held a full driving license for the same category of vehicle, for at least 3 years.
What other requirement must you meet? To have a car with dual controls. To be at least 21 years old. To be an approved driving instructor. To hold an advanced driving certificate.
What's covered by third-party insurance?
Damage to your vehicle. Fire damage to your vehicle. Flood damage to your vehicle. Damage to other vehicles.
What circumstances require you to notify the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA?
When your health affects your driving. When you have to work abroad. When you lend your vehicle to someone. When your vehicle needs an MOT certificate.
For how long is an MOT certificate normally valid? 3 years after the date it was issued.
10,000 miles.
1 year after the date it was issued.
30,000 miles. What does third-party insurance cover? Damage to your vehicle. Damage to other vehicles. Injury to yourself. All damage and injury. When must your vehicle have valid insurance cover? Before you can make a SORN. Before you can sell the vehicle. Before you can scrap the vehicle. Before you can tax the vehicle.
Northern Ireland exempt.
When will a new car need its first MOT test? When it's 1 year old. When it's 3 years old. When it's 5 years old. When it's 7 years old. What do you need before you can legally use a motor vehicle on the road? An appropriate driving license. Breakdown cover. Proof of your identity. A vehicle handbook.
What information is found on a vehicle registration document?
The registered keeper. The type of insurance cover. The service history details. The date of the MOT. What must you have when you apply to renew your vehicle tax? Valid insurance. The vehicle's chassis number. The handbook. A valid driving license.
Your car requires an MOT certificate. When is it legal to drive it without an MOT certificate?
Up to 7 days after the old certificate has run out. When driving to an MOT center to arrange an appointment. When driving the car with the owner's permission. When driving to an appointment at an MOT center. What does it mean if your insurance policy has an excess of £500? The insurance company will pay the first £500 of any claim. You'll be paid £500 if you don't claim within 1 year. Your vehicle is insured for a value of £500 if it's stolen. You'll have to pay the first £500 of the cost of any claim.
Northern Ireland exempt.
What's the maximum fine for driving or riding without insurance?
Unlimited. £500, £1,000, £5,000.
What's the legal minimum insurance cover you must have to drive on public roads?
Third party, fire and theft. Comprehensive. Third party only. Personal injury cover. What's a cover note? A document issued before you receive your driving license. A document issued before you receive your insurance certificate. A document issued before you receive your registration document.
A document issued before you receive your MOT certificate. What's a statutory off-road notification SON? A notification to tell DVSA that a vehicle doesn't have a current MOT. Information kept by the police about the owner of a vehicle. A notification to tell DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road. Information held by insurance companies to check a vehicle is insured.
A police officer asks to see your documents. You don't have them with you.
How many days do you have to produce them at a police station?
5 days. 7 days. 14 days. 21 days. When should you update your vehicle registration certificate? When you pass your driving test. When you move house. When your vehicle needs an MOT. When you have a collision. Your insurer will issue you with an insurance certificate. When must you produce this document for inspection? When making a SON. When buying or selling a vehicle. When a police officer asks you for it. When your vehicle is having an MOT test.
Who's responsible for paying the vehicle tax?
The driver of the vehicle. The registered keeper of the vehicle. The car dealer.
The Driver and Vehicle Licensing Agency, DVLA. Who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration certificate, V5C, is updated?
The registered vehicle keeper. The vehicle manufacturer. Your insurance company. The licensing authority. You've just passed your first practical driving test.
What will you have to do if you get 6 penalty points on your license in the next 2 years?
Retake only your theory test. Retake your theory and practical tests. Retake only your practical test. Reapply for your full license immediately. What do you need before you can legally use a motor vehicle on the road? An appropriate driving license. Breakdown cover. Proof of your identity. A vehicle handbook.